stepped up, and he made every second count out there. We knew he was capable of this. You know, it's just been a long process for him, and you know, in practice, you know, he's being aggressive, being a dog, and you know, no one wants to guard him because he's being so aggressive, and it's just great to see all that hard work pay off.
What is he like in practice? I've heard a couple of guys say that. Just what is his mentality?
I mean, he's a dog. I mean, coach calls him an asshole in practice, and so you know that's what he was, just an asshole on the court, you know, playing hard, and I mean, guys didn't want to guard him out there. You saw that. You know, he kept getting to a basket, kept getting big plays, and so you know, for a guy to do that, you know, just go through the process which he had and step up in the biggest stage of the year, it just speaks volumes to the type of person he is.
Does it irritate you to deal with a guy that's also diving on the floor, the hustle? You know, that when you're going against a guy like that, I mean, he's constantly, like, you know, diving out wherever he's ball.
I mean, I like it. I mean, you know, whenever he's guarding me, he's fouling me, he's playing good D, but it's just competition, and that's what this team, you know, has been about all year in practice: competition and competing. And so when you're doing that in practice, it just makes the game so much easier.
He's not an asshole off the court. He's a nice guy.
No, he's cool off the court, but just when he's on the court, you know, he could be, you know, in better words, a pain in the butt, you know, to guard or to defend. And so she's just been a dog the whole year.
Tonight, you guys, the four freshmen, you guys scored all your team's points in the second half.
True?
Yeah. What is it? I mean, that took you by surprise, I guess.
I mean, we are freshmen, but you know, coaches never treat us like it. So for you to say that, you know, it's an amazing accomplishment, you know, to be quote-unquote freshmen, but, you know, we never felt like freshmen the whole year. Coaches just gave us all the confidence, and so I'm just so happy that, you know, we got the job done and now we're national champions.
Justice, as good as you guys have been, as good as you were against Michigan State, did you feel in this locker room you were a little underestimated coming into this game?
No. I mean, to be honest, you know, we don't listen to the media. We don't listen to all that. You know, we just listen to each other and the coaching staff, and so we always believe that we could get it done, and so, you know, that never crept into our mind.
Does a game like this affect anything about what you have to decide about your future, about going out on a note like this? Does it have any impact on your decision process?
Not at all. You know, I'm just so happy that, you know, we're national champions and that all the hard work has paid off. You know, I've never thought about that the whole season. I've just been so invested into this team in this moment.
I wanted to ask you about your relationship with Shire. How would you define that? Is it more like player to coach, more like friend to friend?
I mean, it's just a different type of relationship. You know, he's a young guy, but, you know, he is a coach, so there's an aspect of respect. But, you know, he can relate to us, really. You know, he won a national championship here in 2010, and so, you know, every day in practice, you know, I'm working with him, working on my game, and so it's been great to have a guy like that. You know, I can remember times going to his house, you know, he invited me over, playing Jeopardy. I won, of course, but just it's great. He's just a great guy, and he's just helped me out so much, you know, just individually with my individual game, and I can't take him enough.
What kind of conversations do you have with them that like aren't mentioned?
Just about life, you know, the classroom, social things like that. But he's just a great guy, and you know, I'm just so happy that, you know, he came back to be a coach at Duke.
What do you? That mob is from Grayson. All year, the mob was around like you, was going to be close to you. Now, what is that?
I mean, he deserves it. It's a lot of hard work that pays off, and for the scene to be like that, that just shows, you know, how hard Grayson worked. And, you know, he's been overshadowed, you could say, but we always believed in him. You know, Coach said that in the locker room, that, you know, this happened because, you know, we allowed it to happen. You know, we always, you know, knew the type of player he was, and that this day would come.